We believe that the pressure that has to be applied has to be sanctions. We want to see UN-led sanctions against top military commanders in Myanmar. Not only for the various crimes against humanity that were committed against the Rohingya, but also the other crimes that have been committed historically against other ethnic minorities. It's very important to recognize that this is a military that has been engaged in criminal acts, atrocities against civilians for decades. And, really the worst examples, of course, came out against the Rohingya in 2017. But we have seen a long history of these kind of abuses before. And no one has really been held accountable, with the exception of a few very low-level soldiers. And even those people who were prosecuted were let out, after a short period of time, basically a slap on the wrist for doing something wrong. And so you're not seeing any sort of movement towards real justice within Myanmar as far as the military is concerned. They are a power apart, and they are above the law for all intents and purposes. I think that it's very possible that sanctions could be implemented by various different governments directly, bilaterally. There's no reason for having to wait for the United Nations or the UN Security Council to act. Quite clearly at the UN Security Council, it is China that is the primary defender of Myanmar. But the United States, various different member states of the EU and other countries like Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and others could all act to impose sanctions on some of these senior military commanders. Very little has been done. And that, frankly, is unacceptable. You have these military commanders who have committed some of the worst atrocities you can imagine. We talk about the sexual violence against Rohingya women. If we talk about the abuses that are ongoing today